Welcome back to Brews with the Homies. This is your host, Brews with Dbro. On this episode here, I got my amazing co-host. I got Heron Brews here to my left. I got JB to my right. And making his epic return after an episode gone is TravBro. What's up, TravBro? How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Dude, we're going great. So on this week's episode, we got some crazy things that are about to happen. We have 4 new beers that I don't think any of us have had up here. On top of the new 4 beers, we got a big announcement that's going to happen after the second beer. So stay tuned for the big announcement. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the first beer here. Heron, go ahead and introduce us to the first beer.
All right. So I guess this thing's called the brewery's Historic Brewing Co. Out of where? Arizona? Somewhere?
Yes, in Williams, Arizona is where I got it.
Okay.
Is the name of the beer called Jack Wagon?
Jack
Yes,
Wagon.
sir.
That's
Jack
it.
Wagon. That's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, once we have this, we'll talk about it a little bit. I'll say how we got these beers. I went on a little trip to Arizona, spent some time with family for Memorial Day weekend. So
Look at that color. That's a
nice.
beautiful color there.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
It's a hazy.
Ooh, smells delicious.
Yeah.
And then, so that way you guys can see, we're going to make sure to show you guys a can, because there's always cool can art when we're drinking.
Ooh. That is delicious, fellas. I really enjoy this.
Yes, I didn't even try it at the brewery, because I had their cucumber ale that I shared with James and his family yesterday at Boulder City. That was a great one, light, sweet. But this one, nice, chill IPA. Kind of good flavor to it. I think it's coming in at 6.7%. We use Untapped to check that. 22 IBU, so low on the bitterness profile. And like I said, I got this in Williams, Arizona. Made a trip down to Kingman, spent some time with family. Then I made a run across a couple different places. So went to Arizona. If you ever have time, check it out. It's a great spot to see animals drive through with your car.
Is it like one of those safari zoos?
Kind of like where you drive through and the animals are all around.
Oh,
They can go up to your
okay.
car. So great time. After that, we went to Historic Brewing Company. So they have a tap room there. I think they had like 10 different taps, a bunch of merch, a bunch of to-go stuff. Beer super affordable. Like 6 cans was like $12.
What?
So I got us 6 to try. So this is the first one of 6 cans. So I
Okay.
have 5 other ones to try in different episodes. But had a good time there. And then I went all the way down to Prescott. So went to Superstition Meadery. That's where got this bad boy. And we're going to be having a cider. And then I got these 2 from Total Wine because Wren House was closed, unfortunately, on Memorial Day at that location. So I was like determined. If I'm going to go to Arizona, I got to get Wren House. And James has had it before. He's told me I need to try it. I've had it one other time with my boss. So wanted to get it so we could talk about it and kind of switch things up. We promised the fans that we're going to get some Arizona beers, and here they are.
One of my favorites in Arizona.
Okay. So, Heron, what is the major flavor profile that sticks out to you on this?
So this is extremely smooth. This is like a really smooth, not necessarily sweet orange. Like I'm getting very orange vibes without like a whole lot of bitterness. So not a whole lot of orange peel, just a lot of like very neutral
Like
orange.
maybe like a tangerine orange juice
Yeah.
like mix, but without that like peel. Because normally when you get like tangerine, you get a lot of peel going on, and you're
And
just
not-
like,
Yeah, not too tangy either.
Yeah.
Like you don't get a whole lot of that sourness, like orange tang that you can get in IPAs. I
Yeah.
know, like I'm saying sour as if it was a sour ale or something, but that's the only
No,
way
I
I know
know
how
what
to
you're saying,
explain it. Yeah.
Can I tell you, for to start off this Arizona beer journey so far, this is fucking delicious.
yeah,
It makes
really
me,
enjoy it.
you know, I hate to say this, makes me really like miss having good breweries out here. Like it like, you know, there's Beer Zombies, but then like everybody else, like I don't think they're on this level, and it's
Still
kind of
catch up.
they still gotta catch up, and it's, you know, it's still a young beer scene out here. So
Yeah.
and like having something from Arizona is kind of refreshing.
Yeah,
But-
it's always good to switch it up.
Before we continue, we got an updated rating system. The world famous James rating system has been updated. So James, go ahead and fill us in on your rating system.
I'm excited for this.
So just like Untapped, it's 1 through 5. So that's why I did my version of it through 1 through 5 with take your clothes off good ratings.
Yeah.
So to start off, 1 being the worst is, again, take the hat off good.
Okay.
national anthem, like we called it.
Oh, okay.
Number 2 is just the shirt.
Ooh, okay.
So that would be that. And then number 3 would be just taking the shorts or the pants off.
Okay.
And then 4 would be both shirt and shorts.
Okay.
And then the best, as we all know, my famous 5 stars is nude beach in Spain.
Okay, I like that. So, and then to kind of go off of what James's rating. So we're gonna do the same rating with the cans, but we're gonna actually give you our Untapped rating first, and then we're gonna tell you how much we're gonna buy. So hopefully that kind of clears up how our rating system is. I know it's kind of confusing. So we're gonna go from there, and you know what? We're gonna start off with James. Well, I want to hear this world famous rating right off the bat.
I don't know if I got the bottom of the can. For me, it doesn't. I don't know what you guys are tasting, but I don't really taste that good. So I'm gonna try JB's real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So while he's doing that, Heron, what's your rating?
All right, maybe we didn't roll this can. Whatever. I tasted.
I rolled them and flipped them.
I think I did get the bottom of the can. This one's way better.
So it's just like super smooth, right? I thought. I don't know.
All right, here, let me try his. But yeah, give your rating. I'll try his.
All right, so mine is a solid 4. 4s for me are relaxed. I would drink them if they're at a party and I had to choose between that and a beer that I haven't had before. I'll reach for the 4 every single time.
Yeah. Okay.
Right on.
I like that rating. So personally, for me, I would rate this at a 4.2. I feel like this is something that I could buy a 6-pack of and continuously drink in an evening.
Yeah,
you know,
for like $12.
Yeah, for $12, it's a great
it's
price
killer.
point. I love the can because I feel like when you have a cool can and you're at a party, I feel like that's a good like icebreaker for somebody who's like, "Yo, what the hell is that? That's a
Check
cool
it out.
can." Are you drinking soda? Like, so for me personally, I think this is a 4.2, and I would buy a 6-pack. I think I would take this golfing with us too, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
JB,
we're still in that right percent at 6.2, I believe, or 6.7. That's like, we don't want to go too high on the golf course, but I would say 4.3. I really enjoy it. The price point kind of bumps it up a little bit more for me.
Price point does it for you, huh?
Yeah, it's nice to have some lower price point beer that tastes good. You know,
Yeah.
it's tough when we're trading, getting these harder to get cans and spending so much. It's refreshing to have a little bit of an ease on the wallet. But also behind us, we got their sign, Historic Brewing.
I'm gonna move out the way so you can see it.
So made sure to add to our wall. So as we continue to go to different breweries and places, we'll try to keep adding to the wall.
Yeah.
But all right, James, now it's your turn.
What do you think about mine first?
So, I mean, it's slightly different, just a little bit, but I think as it's warming up too slightly, you're going to get a little bit of bitterness. I don't think it's that big of a difference, but I can see a little bit of what you're saying. Okay. I just think you're not as familiar with that like bitterness. You don't like it as much.
I don't know. It's like I said, this one was interesting to me. I didn't really like it that much.
Hey, that's fair. Everyone has different palates.
I think this is a shirt.
Okay. So
2.
It's a 2.
It's a 2
It's a 2. Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. It's a 2 for. That's not bad. That's not a bad rating.
No, I wouldn't say it's. I'm not gonna say it's terrible.
Yeah.
But for me, it just didn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The first taste kind of. Yeah. Next time he goes out there, we probably have to get you another can so you can try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give it another shot.
Yep.
So
will be.
My question is to you guys first. Would you replace this beer with any of the like high-end beers that you have had recently?
I mean, maybe 1 or 2. I think there's been a couple disappointments here and there from what we expect. Like we just expect so much. I think it's solid and, like I said, price point, taste. It definitely competes for a spot in one of the good ones that we've had lately. I wouldn't say it's like top tier, but it's still very good and I enjoy it.
All right, that's cool. So, Heron, you and I met up at Beer Zombies on Friday in Boulder City for their grand opening, and you guys were actually there before I got there.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys kind of take the floor, and then I'll kind of hop in with my experience towards the end.
Yeah. I had work for to go meet a client around like 5:30. So I was like, man, I want to support Vinny. I want to go see the grand opening. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure to visit. So I called up Heron. I was like, hey, let's get out there. All 3 of us went, and we just had a good time. Kicked it for like an hour and a half. had some good beer, supported Vinny, so fun time. Glad to get Heron out of the house. He needed to get out and have some beers with us. So
beers are always good.
Yep. So then he went back home, took a little break, hit some golf balls, and then he met up with Dbro later to have some more fun.
Oh, let me tell you. So shout out to Dripavelli. He actually drove us, and when I say us, it's Gab and I. He drove us out there, and we met up with Jordan. Jordan was there. And he brought his cornhole boards, and we ended up playing cornhole. Tony and I ended up winning 2 out of the 3 games. And then Heron showed up. And that's when the party started.
Everybody went crazy. All these different characters, which people on YouTube might not even know. It's like Jordan, you know, there's all these other
Tony,
names.
Julio.
Yeah.
It was just a group of beer zombie people that we normally hang out with, and then a couple of familiar faces from the podcast were there too. So it was really cool. And then, you know, just the atmosphere of Boulder City. I feel like that's a cool, laid back, chill environment, and I just kind of feel like that's like a home vibe almost.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just so much fun. Like, I forgot to mention when we were there, we saw Zach, that, you know, Vegas Maze, that's giving us the Pure Project
Yes,
beer.
I'm bummed that I missed him because I was really hoping that I was going to run into him there.
Yeah, it was so much fun. He was like, oh, you guys are here. So he recognized James, and we all had a, you know, fun conversation, shared some beer with him, and then we played cornhole with him and his wife. So that was fun. Me and Heron were going back and forth. We won that game, so, you know, hey, always fun. He was competitive, but we appreciate you, man. It's always fun running into you.
Thank you.
Hanging out.
I do have one thing to say.
Yes.
You guys missed out on the shot at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, so the new tradition.
Heron and I were there, and let me tell you. So if you take a look at the Boulder City Beer Zombies page, you're going to see a big head, curly head motherfucker there. And it's this motherfucker right here. So it was pretty cool to actually be kind of recognized.
Front and center in that
front
picture.
and center in that picture. It would be even cooler if I turned around and gave him like a thumbs up or like a peace sign, you know, just something weird.
Yeah. So, guys, the second beer, it's from Superstition Meadery. So this one's a cider. They have like a really like world famous cider that's blueberry space fox, I believe.
This
Had
smells
that
delicious.
one, delicious. But this one, I think, is a little bit more funky, has a unique vibe to it. So definitely wanted to bring on the podcast.
Look at that color in the taster here. It's just a beautiful color.
Yeah.
It reminds me of some wine. And JB's gonna hold up the can, it up there. It's an outer space theme. I like it.
Yeah,
it's a cool looking can.
Superstation. It basically like a space station with the cherry, ginger, and lime, and like space theme. So pretty dope. I love their can art. It's pretty cool.
Dope. It's fucking dope.
It's fucking amazing. All right. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Cheers.
And then let me know what you get off the nose on this too.
I get like medicine smell.
Yeah,
ginger.
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
Cherry and
ginger, that's right.
The ginger's so good.
Yeah, cherry. Let's see.
Ooh, that tastes like a fresh cherry. I don't know how they got that fresh cherry taste, but that is delicious. It's very light, very easy to drink. But I definitely do think if you do drink a lot of this one, you will get a pretty nasty hangover.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet. So drink this one like once. Don't try to like drink like 12 of these, because if you got 12 of these, you're dying the next day.
But the good thing about this is Superstition Meadery has those like big, heavy meads that are usually 12, 14, 15%. They get up there. This one's only 5.5% cider, so they wanted to introduce stuff that's a little bit more drinkable, or like their sessions. So I think it's incredible. I think Dustin hit the nail on the head. That fresh cherry, but it's complemented by the lime and ginger, and it kind of like adds to like a freshness. It's like really refreshing.
This reminds me of a cherry limeade from Sonic.
Yeah.
No
What do
way.
you think?
Yeah.
James? Or TravBro?
You know, you're good. You're good. This one is really good. This was a good step up from the first one for me personally. I'd say shirt and shorts for this one.
Nice. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's getting a little. He's feeling a little heat in
This
here.
is really good. This is awesome.
Heron.
It stays true to the cider. You can still get kind of like a spiced apple out of this, though.
Yeah.
You know, like the cherry's still there. You get a little bit of ginger, which is fun. You know, might reduce some inflammation, might be healthy for you to drink it.
Hey, there you go. You know, looking at the positives.
Look at
I
that
like it.
positive.
Oh, absolutely.
I love it.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is gonna come to a shock to y'all. This is a 10 out of 5.
Wait,
that
that's
good for you?
not
It's-
possible. What do you mean?
It's as was
You
James
broke
would
the
say.
scale.
It's like a nude beach in Spain. That's how delicious it is. If I had the ability to have this in a keg, I would.
I'd definitely be right next to you too.
Like I really like this. I really enjoy it. It hit like a memory taste. You know, like when you normally have something that you taste and it normally like triggers like a memory or like the last time you had it. This is literally hitting me with the cherry limeade.
Yeah.
And how did you get this one, JB?
So, Superstition Meadery. So I went down there. It's a cool spot. It's actually in like a basement of a building.
Okay.
Because it's like the old school kind of like town where it has a lot of older buildings.
Yeah.
And beautiful. It's like a luxury kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a kind of speakeasy when you go down there. The bar is really nice. And
Okay.
they have like how they age the meads. They have those giant bottles with the corks on them. So you can see the process of the meads being aged. They have some on display. So
Wait, what are these bottles made out of?
Glass.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so they're like
do you have
big
any pictures?
cardboard.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick, and then I'll post it when I post the episode so people can see.
Okay.
But yeah, just the vibe there was super great.
Oh,
And-
you were not joking.
Yeah. So they have the barrels and everything right there.
Wow. So hold it still so we can show the camera so they
let's
can.
see.
How about I just
Oh,
try
I
to
can
do
see- I
some
can see
editing?
my-
Yeah, I'll put it in C because if you guys can, but if not, we can see if we get edited in there.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Maybe I'm smart enough to find a way to edit this stuff in.
Yeah, we'll try it out. But that was, like I said, amazing. The atmosphere there, the drinks, so good. You have two options. You can do like a session flight, so if you don't want to get too messed up, then they have their big boy flight. They're all 1 ounce tasters though.
Nice.
They're like, when you
Nice.
drink mead, you can
Yeah.
get really
Yeah.
messed up. So
Yeah,
they want to
yeah.
make
Yeah.
sure everyone could appreciate
I mean,
it.
like you were saying, the means are normally like 14, 16%.
Yeah, they're pretty
so,
up there.
and you said this one was what? Only a 5?
Yeah, for a cider, but they're trying to like find the balance of like making stuff easy to drink session, but like mead inspiration. We've had a couple mead inspired beers or ciders.
Yeah.
This is what kind of goes there. So
What's your guys' rating? Rapid fire.
because I know you guys got yours, so
Yep.
I would say it's probably about like a 4.5 for me. I
Yeah.
really enjoy it. I think I like actual meat. I think that nothing could beat that horse meat that we had last episode. That
That's so
guava
good.
raspberry.
Yeah, that was delicious.
That
You
is,
missed
like,
out
the
on
top.
that one, Trav. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
That was delicious.
All right, Heron, you gonna stick with that 4.5?
Oh yeah, 4.5, 4.5.
Alright.
I had that in my mind before you even said it, and I'm like, wow, dude, I guess we're the same person.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
wow.
go. Hey.
Hey, what did you guys do over the weekend?
Hey, we're
together?
just connecting, all right?
Don't
worry about it.
Hey, don't start reading each other's minds because that's a little weird.
It's a little dangerous.
So, I told you guys at the beginning of the episode that after the second beer, we're going to be announcing the new event that we're going to be having. Shout out to Chris and Vinny for making this possible. We're going to do a birthday celebration bottle share at the Boulder City location. We're going to be celebrating TravBro's birthday and my birthday. So we figured the best way to do it was do a bottle share with all you guys and our great friends, and I would now consider them family at Beer Zombies. I feel like we spend enough time there
Yeah,
to,
no, we're
that
always
to
hanging
consider
out,
them family.
support
So it's going to be June 9th. At 5 p.m. at the Boulder City location. I would suggest you get there early because parking over there is a little bit of a pain in the butt. But other than that, we will see you there. I don't know what we're bringing just yet. You might see a couple of teasers on Instagram. So I would definitely take a look at Instagram to see what kind of teasers that we're going to be bringing.
Yes.
So don't forget, it's going to be Thursday, June 9th at the Boulder City location for Beer Zombies. And it's going to start at 5 p.m. Are you guys excited? I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Like you were teasing, we have great bottles to share. We have glass giveaway. So just check the socials. We'll be posting stuff up. The flyer will be up, and just ready for a good time.
We're gonna
Make
be
sure
teasing.
everyone's safe. Make sure you have a designated driver. If not, there's rooms that are pretty good priced in Boulder City. So just grab a room.
I think
hang
Blue
out.
was saying that he got a room for the night over there for like $20.
Yeah.
So I would definitely take a look into
just check
that.
it out. They're
Yeah.
pretty cheap. You
Yeah.
can find
Yeah.
a good one, and you would rather be safe over there. So
Yep, exactly. So since we got the announcement out the way, James,
What's going on?
How was your trip to Utah?
Oh man, that was my first time to Zion.
Really?
Yeah. First time to Zion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The fiance surprised me a couple months ago. This was way before we got engaged. This was already planned.
Oh wow.
But after we got it, it kind of was our engagement trip together, our first time together. So that was kind of special for us. Incredible. Everything was breathtaking. The Airbnb, shout out to Jen and Shyla, especially to Shyla with her being part of the Nevada distribution center there for Nevada. She did that for a little bit. And she knows Chris. She knows everyone at Beer Zombies really well. So we got in contact before we left, and she knows a lot of people, and she really wants us to do a bottle share there. And an episode there.
You know what?
At the Airbnb.
We can make this happen.
Yeah. So
I just need a month's heads up. We can make this happen.
Oh, for sure. We can keep in contact with her.
Yes.
So keep on the lookout for you.
That's really cool.
We can make this happen.
Thank you.
We appreciate you for that. So what was like the thing at Zion that stood out to you the most?
Or what did you enjoy the most?
Yeah.
The biggest thing, if anyone goes there, is definitely the Narrows. The Narrows hike is pretty cool. You go through kind of like a riverbed a little bit, and you go all the way up there. We didn't do too much. It's supposed to be an 8-hour hike.
Yeah.
And
I've done the
and
Narrows.
water too.
And water, yeah. So everything about it was so cool. We couldn't pick out a perfect weekend with the weather. It was like 85 degrees.
Was the water cold?
Water was a little cold, but I mean, for me, I get pretty sensitive to cold water, but it was absolutely perfect. But you get used to it as you get.
Especially because you're hiking.
You got lucky because this is normally like runoff season where they don't open the Narrows.
For sure.
So you got pretty lucky going out there.
We weren't necessarily tired, but I just told her that I really wanted to explore more of Zion. I didn't want to, because we only had like literally one full day at Zion.
Yeah.
And so we did the Emerald Pools.
Emerald Pools, I've done that hike. That's a breathtaking
So we did the
hike.
middle and the upper pools.
Okay, I
So
did those too.
There's a story behind that. So we got there. We started hiking at 10:40. We had breakfast at like 7:30 in the morning. Literally, we go. I had a beer before going, and then we hiked for about 3.5 hours total coming back. And I told her I was absolutely starving, and we got back to the cart around, I would say around noon. Okay. And I was like, I'm starving, and she goes, I know you so well. She goes, we're gonna go. If we go to eat, you will not hike the rest of the time. You want to go home and you want to go to the hot tub. I go,
no.
That's why I'm engaged to you. So we did that. So we pushed through to the Emerald Pools.
Nice.
And literally we got to the middle and I was like, man, I'm starting to get tired. I go, this is not going over well. The heat started coming over me.
Oh no.
So here's the worst here's the worst part though. We go to the upper pools and we're telling everyone like it's like a 0.3 mile hike. I was like, oh, okay, that's not horrible. No one told me that this was absolutely fucking uphill.
Yeah.
Every single step just kept getting steeper and steeper. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're almost there. You're almost there. Keep it up. And I go, if someone tells me you're almost there one more time, I'm about to push their ass over the edge. I was so pissed. Literally, as we were hiking, we're like, oh, you're almost there. And this was about 15 minutes into it. And literally, we were like 3/4 of the way there, and I was like, I'm dying. I had to take a break twice, and people were over the side huffing and puffing. It was so funny.
James is like, fuck, man.
I looked at Nath.
Snacks.
I looked at Nath and I said, I swear to God, I don't know why I'm engaged to you right now. I'm so ticked off right now,
dude. I'm surprised that you guys weren't more prepared. Like, I'm surprised you guys
we were.
didn't...
Water was never an issue.
No. I'm surprised you guys didn't pack, like, any of the Jiffy sandwiches or, like, the Cliff bars or granola bars.
We brought the Quest bars, but this woman decided to bring only one bar. And I was like, we have tons of snacks in our backpack at the Airbnb, and you decide to take a Quest bar out of anything. Water was never an issue. And so
it's just the snack.
I was never dehydrated, which, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's what recommend, just drink water anywhere you go. That's all you need. But food, I literally was just so fucking hungry. And I literally was almost wanting to call off the wedding at that point. I was.
He's like, I'm done.
She looked at me. She goes, "Yeah, that sounds pretty good right now." We were just absolutely hangry, and we got down. We finally did it, and I think we went to Zion Brewing Company, which is right next to the entrance of the park. Really good beers. I think I chugged like 2 beers.
Damn.
I chugged 2 beers. I've never been so excited to see food in my life, and we never. I think this was the first meal we've had that we didn't talk to each other.
Wow.
They're just like,
We were just like we're so hungry right now.
I'm looking in this camera. If Gab, if you get to this point in the episode and you think I'm fucking hangry, that's a new level of hangry. I've never been that hangry.
For sure.
But
a little side story though
Yeah.
before we go on to the next thing. The day before we went tubing. That was a lot of fun. I really recommend that. That was a lot
like
of
tubing
fun.
in the river.
Yeah, in the Virgin
Okay.
River. Yeah, that's where our Airbnb was at too. It was in the Virgin. It was
Okay.
probably about 25 minutes from Zion.
Yeah, that's not
Cool.
too bad actually.
Yeah, it was pretty perfect. And then we got recommended to go to like a pizza place. And so I got one beer. I bought one beer, and this one person saw who we were or who I was Brews with the Homies, and he bought me 2 beers.
What?
That's so random.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he goes, aren't you James with Brews with the Homies? And I literally was just like, what the fuck?
What?
I was like, I don't know who it was. Like, it was just some dude.
If you're watching this, I'm sorry that James didn't get your name.
I really
We appreciate you for watching.
Oh my God.
And James, next time,
get
their name.
Yeah, I was just like unshocked, and they just did one of these, and I was like, I did one of these. And then like Nass like looking at me, she goes, "How many beers did you like order?"
Is that when you FaceTime?
Yeah, that's when I FaceTime. I was like, "Bro, I got 3 beers."
I'm driving in the car and I'm like, "What's up, James?" And he's like, "It's 3 beers in front of him." I'm like, "The fuck?" He's like, "I wish you were here right now." I was like, "Aren't you with your fiance having a good time?" He's like, "Yeah, I got 3 beers. I only ordered 1. I got 2." And I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "That's awesome."
James,
I was like,
can I-
"You're gonna be fucked
Yeah,
up."
Nass'
later.
face was like, "Oh, okay, you got the 1 beer," and then she's putting 2 down, and she kind of did one of these, and 3 down. She did like one of these. Like, what the hell is your problem? I go, "I know you're not driving, but don't get drunk on this trip."
Yeah.
James, I'm glad that you told that story because before the podcast you were kind of talking about it.
Yeah.
And like you kept that story. I'm glad you kept that story.
For sure.
But Heron, give us the 3rd beer. What is the 3rd one that we're about to have right now?
Dude, I have no damn clue, but it's from Wren House.
Yeah.
From
so
Wren
it's
House?
Wren House.
It's a Hell's Lager.
Hell's
Sir.
Lager?
And it's literally called Hell's.
Yeah.
Hell's.
Hells.
So this one, 5.2% lager, and it took them about 8 weeks to make it. So that's like on top.
Let's give it some hell.
Hell's
Cheers.
yeah.
Hell's yeah.
Oh god.
How many Hell's puns can we do?
Hell's
That-
bells, baby.
Hell's bells. Ooh, it smells hella good.
Oh,
Alright, you can
yeah.
stop. You
That
can
was
stop.
Ooh,
Try and enjoy my beer here. Okay, don't make me laugh.
ooh, that was.
Hey, if it goes out your nose, I heard it tastes better.
I heard it hurts hella bad.
You've done it plenty of times.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, no more hell.
Excuse me.
Why not?
Who's gonna give you hell?
Okay. Enough is enough. I'm cutting it off. You're done.
When you see my face, hope it gives you hell.
Oh
What
shit.
gives you hell gives you hell.
No, karaoke?
No, please.
When you walk my way.
No,
Oh,
shit.
ooh.
Just please.
Waking
stop.
up in
All right,
September
we're good.
ends?
This is what I deal with all the time. You
Hey,
fuckers.
We can't be taken anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph's hella embarrassed right now. He's turning red.
I'm
Oh,
just
what
trying
the
to
hell? I
enjoy
did
my
it
beer,
good.
and I'm like, holy shit, can't
Look,
take you guys anywhere.
No, you could definitely take us anywhere. I just don't know what you would do.
Where the hell where the hell would you take us after
Yeah,
this?
where the hell?
That's
Hey,
Oh,
where are you
yeah.
taking me after this? Actually,
See, I want to encourage you guys, but I know if I say something, this will never end. So I'm just gonna.
no,
Okay,
go ahead, say it. No, you already said it.
No,
Just
okay.
go ahead.
I'm gonna
The people
focus on
wanna
the beer.
hear.
The people want to hear it.
All right, Heron, we're gonna focus on this beer. In a
No,
minute.
whoa. We're not moving anywhere until you get to say what you're gonna say.
Dude, this is one hell of a beer. It's
Joseph,
actually really good.
All right,
I
he
like
stole
it.
it. All right, I'm gonna let him
All right,
take
that's
the
a
credit.
good
All right.
Oh, I stole it.
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling
Good
me
stuff.
we're thinking the same thing again?
Jesus.
Oh, hell no.
You guys
Dude,
are like on one today.
This is bad.
Next
Hello,
time I
Matt?
need like 3 fans in here because we're
Oh,
just
are you
laughing
nervous?
too hard.
Oh.
I see what you did there. Hey,
Oh.
I said,
Swam hella bad.
Oh.
All right, we'll let James go on this one before he chokes on his beer.
Oh, no.
What do you think?
Yeah, stop, dude. Let him breathe.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
He's crying.
dude,
No,
he's
I
giving me
mentioned
hell.
my damn eye. He's got the cat, and I'm getting allergic already.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What do you think?
Shirt and shorts.
Nice.
Really, really good beer.
Yeah.
I really would enjoy this. Great golf beer. 4-pack for me.
Okay. All right. So for me, I'm gonna stick
What
with
the
that
hell's
rating.
your problem, Dustin?
compose yourself.
I'll tell you at the end. I'll tell you at the end.
The aggression.
Yeah.
All right. So I agree with James. Super light, super enjoyable. Heron's usually good at picking up characteristics. I think there's a unique, maybe oatiness, maltiness, or grain profile that they use, because it feels like there's a lot of jam-packed flavor in there for being a lager. It's not too light, but when I want a lager, I like a little bit of flavor and things going on. It feels like there's a couple things going on here that are really well done, because you kind of get like a little bit of grain in it. Like, it's a little bit like weedy almost, but then smooth, but then you get like a little bit of hop characteristics.
Yeah, you get some bitterness up in there.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on. I really enjoy that.
So good.
All right, so
I appreciate
Heron,
it.
since you're in his head already, can you break that down just a little bit? Just like dissect apart.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like a Hefeweizen where it kind of tastes like hazy in a way. Like the malty characteristics kind of taste hazy. Of course, you're not going to get any like I guess banana and clove out of this beer because it's not a Hefeweizen. So it kind of tastes more like your regular lagers that are super clean, but have a little more just sweetness to it, but like a hazy sweetness.
Yeah, so I was reading the Untapped description. It's pretty interesting. They started with a heritage bark Pilsner malt, and they're trying to replicate a classic soft honey biscuit characteristic. So that's interesting. They natural sour wort for pH adjustments, so step mashed, hopped before and during the boil using quality German-grown traditional hops, fermented extra cold with our house lager yeast. Carbonated, complete natural carbonation to our standard high volume for lagers. Lagered for 7 weeks at ice cold temperatures. So it's going to be a complex German hop
That's
characteristic.
hella cold.
Yeah, hop characteristic and a sweet bread taste. So a lot of people say they get like a honey, hazelnut, like fresh dried hay. I don't think anyone's had hay. You know, dandelion flowers.
Hey.
So it's supposed to be nice, clear, and easy to drink.
That's
I love
good.
it.
So,
I like it.
James, what's the rating?
I think I already said it, but
Wait,
it says
you
shirt
already
and
said it.
Oh,
shorts.
he already said it.
Oh,
sure.
man.
Pay attention.
What's your
What's
rating?
your rating? Yeah.
Oh,
I will
dude.
say it quickly. Shirt and shorts.
There you go.
I'm gonna go with the 4 letters that are on the can. Hell, it's a 4. I love it. I just love it for the pun, and like if this is my Untapped rating and description, I'm gonna say this is like the 4 letters. It gave me hell, and I absolutely enjoyed it.
Now you can get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Get
Well,
off this one.
hey. Well, that's.
Hey,
you want me to
we still got
finish
one
it?
more.
I
whoa,
thought he was handing me a beer. I was
whoa.
like, whoa. All right, Joseph, what is the next one?
Spellbinder. Cool can. I like it. This is their.
Hold it up there just a little bit. It's a little trippy.
There you go. Yeah, it has
A
that like
little
3D effect to it.
trippy, you know. If you got your red and blue glasses on at home, you can see it pop at you.
7% ABV from Wren House. So these are the 2 Wren House cans I got at Total Wine. So I was hunting for them and had to make sure we got some for the pod. So
Well,
cheers it up.
salute to Wren
House.
House.
And Total Wine for allowing us to get this.
What is a Wren?
Isn't it
Kylo
a bird?
Ren.
It's like a.
Kylo Ren. What are you talking
It's
about?
I think it's a Roadrunner.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
think it is.
You know,
off the nose. Sorry, I completely cut you off, but
You didn't cut me off at all.
On
the
the
hell's your
nose.
problem, bro?
hey,
All
that
right,
beer's
now I'm
over
good, now I'm
with.
good.
God, it smells so juicy.
It's kind of like piney.
Yeah, like piney but juicy at the same time.
Yeah.
I love how we get so quiet when we drink the beer.
Well, you gotta focus.
Yeah, I gotta.
Unlike
get
the
all-
last beer,
No.
that last beer was giving you hell.
You know what? This kind of gives me like a characteristic of what the hell? Monkish.
Yeah,
in a
it kind
way.
of gives like monkish vibes.
Yeah.
To it. I really enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I don't know if that's like the yeast that they're using here, but like,
Ooh,
dude,
That's
this
fun.
It's giving me some.
That's
It's giving me
definitely
some
a
fun
mouthfeel.
stuff.
That's definitely a mouthfeeler.
All right, Dustin, you go first.
Yeah, we'll let you take this one.
Yeah, feel that mouth.
I don't know. I like. It smells piney, tastes kind of piney, but it just has something at the end that's very sharp on my palate, and I can't pinpoint what it is. And it's kind of driving me nuts that I can't pinpoint it.
So when they make this beer, they do Cascade in the Whirlpool, followed by Big Mosaic Citra dry hop, so that brings out bright, bold citrus characteristic with a soft but restrained bitterness. So
I think that's what I'm getting is the bitterness at the end.
Yeah, so in easier terms, they made this and packed it in so you get that like juicy, high quality characteristic, a lot going on, and I think they use Pils malt in it, and so that allows just for that nice, soft, juicy taste up front, and the back end gives like a lingering bitterness that's not offensive. So I think that's the big thing, like when we talk about some of these better beers, they have great flavors that aren't offensive or linger like in a negative way. Like this one, it hits that back like Dustin was talking about, has great taste, great bitterness, but it's not like overdone or like just leaves you with a bad taste in your mouth. Like I really enjoy it. It keeps you kind of coming back for more because you want to really understand the flavors that you're getting every time you drink it. You really want to be like, all right, let me piece this together.
So I'm going to go deep and kind of get into the philosophy of...
He's going to go one deeper.
If you know that reference, comment and we'll give you a
I don't know that reference. But, I mean, kind of like the philosophy behind who we are as the group that we are. So, you found these at Total Wine. Very accessible, at least out in Arizona.
Yes.
You know, each Total Wine is very different. They source their local stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good beer.
Yes.
And it's not unique, like monkish. Like, you know, when we review this stuff, not a lot of people are going to be able to get monkish. Like, that's just a fact. So we can run to Total Wine, grab some really excellent beer, review it, still has incredible depth, and really rivals monkish and any other beer that is rare, but this is accessible, and people love that.
Yeah, people appreciate that. I think that's something where, you know, we could recommend people to go and check your Total Wine, see in their craft beer section, and go through the different ones, and check your Untapped, and see kind of what styles you like, and you might be surprised about how accessible some of these beers can be if they're not the number 1, number 2 stuff on the West or East Coast. But yeah, this one, now I regret it now that I tasted it. They had a keg of this for $120.
This is one of their essentials at Wren House. It's always on the tap. It's always in cans. And it's widely distributed in Arizona.
Yeah. I would not have known that because it tastes like such a rare beer. It tastes so different than anything I've ever had, to the point where, like, all right, if you see this, it's kind of like a Belgian Beaver, like, I don't know, their peanut butter milk stout. Excellent beer, but you can always get it, so it doesn't have like that fun factor.
For sure.
Yeah. No, we definitely get that. So
very biased we are.
Yes.
Real quick though, at Total Wine, they have Wren House also has a really good one that's I think it's a Pilsner or a lager. It's called the Valley.
No, they didn't have that.
Okay,
so
that one would be if we go down, definitely one to get.
Definitely. So, yeah, I think overall we should kind of rank it and see where we're at in terms of our favorite beers for that episode too.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
This is a number uno.
Wait, so you have to say it. Some people are audio only, dude.
Yeah. 1. It is Superstition. Is number 1. Whoa.
The Spellbinder.
Spellbinder is number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is Jack Wagon. And number 4 is Hell. And you know what? These are all 4 beers that I would buy a 6-pack of. And I actually really enjoy that. I'm glad that all these beers I can say I could buy a 6-pack of. This is kind of like the point of like where we start venturing into new breweries and new territories where you have something new, something that's refreshing, a little bit different, and you're like, damn, I wish I could have more.
Yeah, my rating's a little bit different, but I agree with your points, and I think I would buy all these again. I would say my number 1 is going to be Spellbinder. Number 2, Superstition. Number 3, going to go with the Hells. And number 4, Jack Wagon. Even though I really like the Jack Wagon, it's just a lot of great beers up there.
I know.
It's tough.
That's my problem too. I'm sitting here thinking, but my number 1 is Hell. My number 2 is Spell. My number 3 is Superstition. And Jack Wagon is at the end.
Yeah.
Right,
Jack Wagon, we started with it, and it's a beautiful beer, but so is everything else on there.
Yeah. That's always tough. All right, James?
I was trying to write it down. I'm trying to remember the names. This was my number one.
Superstition?
Yeah, Super, and then Spellbinder. I mean,
Two.
those are close 1 and 2. I could switch those any day of the week.
Okay.
3
It's going to be the Hells.
and 4 is the Jack Wagon.
Nice.
Nice. So, same kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we're all around, but I think you guys have a little bit different, and then we're pretty close. But, yeah, I mean, great beers. Glad we could do kind of an Arizona-focused episode in terms of beer, switch it up. So, hey, let's wrap it up, boys. I think we got everything covered that we need to, so we appreciate you guys. Don't forget
to like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified first. It is Brews with the Homies on YouTube, and on Instagram, it's BrewsWTH. We're also on Facebook in the Facebook group. It's Brews with the Homies.
Yeah.
Like, share us. Let us know what you're drinking. Tag us. We will repost you. We might even cheers you. Who knows? Just tag us.
That's all you gotta do. And then also, we'll post our Untaps. Also, if you want to check it, I'm probably the most active on there. So Brews with JB, and then we got Heron Brews with Dbro. So we'll post them on there. We got TravBro. So
I kind of wait until the end of the year to do a mass upload. So like,
people will be surprised.
Don't like hit notifications on me, because you're gonna get them all in one go. And right now, I think in my photo library, I have over 100 beers.
Yeah, so it's
that
crazy.
would be 100 notifications.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want someone more consistent that checks in a lot of the stuff that we have, just follow mine, and then I'll make sure to follow you guys, toast your stuff, because I have a pretty big group on there already that I share with, trade with, and they always looking what I'm drinking, I'm looking what they're drinking, so it's a cool thing to do. So just wanted to throw that out there, but hey, appreciate you guys. Till next time, cheers, even though I don't have nothing left.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Later.